Hello friends, in our previous lecture we have started chapter number 5, and in that, as I said, what we will learn? We will learn to calculate the changes in P&L ratio, we will learn to calculate the goodwill, we will learn to calculate the assets and liabilities and its revaluation, then we will learn to distribute the reserves, and finally the changes in capital. And in that we have started with the first topic of chapter, that is changes in P&L ratio. And as I said, in such sums you have to calculate the new ratio and sacrifice ratio for all the sums, and it has sub 8 type sums. And yesterday we have seen case 1. Now today we are seeing case 2. So I would like to repeat first case 1, that in case 1 what was the heading? See, you don't remember only the steps, you also remember what is given in the heading also. Now if I am saying the heading of case 1, when old ratio and share of new partner is given and sacrificing share and sacrificing ratio is known. Or else you can just remember when old ratio and share of new partner is given. Only two things are given, old ratio and share of new partner is given. So how to calculate the sum? We will assume total profit as 1. Then we will find the remaining profit. Remaining profit is equals to total profit minus share of new partner. After that we will find the new share. Formula for new share is remaining profit, what we have found in previous step, multiply their old shares. After that we will make the denominators equal for all the partners. We will find the new ratio, and in such case old ratio will be equals to sacrificing ratio, because sacrificing share and ratio are. Now friends, case 2 is same as case 1, only one change is there. Old ratio will be given, share of new partner will be given, also the new ratio of old partner is given. New ratio is given, but it is for only old partners, not including new partner. Excluding new partner, new ratio is given. So we have to find the whole new ratio. Here new ratio will be given for only old partners, only one additional thing is given. So at that time all the steps are same excluding one. At that time all the steps are same excluding one, which is that new share is equals to, in case 1 what formula we were writing, new share is equals to remaining profit into old share. And here we will write new share is equals to remaining profit into relative new share. Why relative new share? See, relative means excluding one. Relative means excluding one. As I said, new ratio is given here but excluding the new partner. So we are going to, if you are seeing, then you can understand better. So everyone will write case 2. Now in this case 2, when old ratio, comma, share of new partner and new ratio of old partners, which is also known as relative new ratio, is given. I will once more explain what is this relative new ratio. Suppose in the business there are only two partners A, B. C is admitted as a new partner, but the new ratio is given for A and B, that is suppose 3:2. For here it is not given. For one partner it is not given. So it will mean that when one partner is excluded, then this new ratio will become relative new ratio, because one more partner is to be added. For that we need relative. So here comparing to case 1, old ratio is same, share of new partner is same, and new ratio of old partners. New ratio of old partners means relative new ratio, excluding the new partner share is given. At that time what steps will be used? Okay, This I will run first. So again, as I said, all the steps will be same excluding one step. Assume total profit 1 rupees. Find out remaining profit. Formula will be same as we have written in previous. Remaining profit is equals to total profit minus share of new partner. Now only change in this formula. What we have written in previous, new share is equals to remaining profit into old share. Here we will write remaining profit into relative new share. Instead of old share, we will write relative new share, as new ratio of old partner is given. After that, make denominators equal and find out new ratio. In bracket I will write full, because this new ratio is relative, it's half, we will find its full. And last step, here formula is to be used. Sacrifice is equals to old share minus new share. Only in case 1 it is same. In case 2 we will use the formula of sacrifice is equals to old share minus new share, what we have learned in 4th chapter. You can use this formula in case 1 also, but in that it is not required, because only old ratio and share of new partner is given. At that time both are same, but here you have to use the formula. So friends, these are the steps, and if you compare it with the case 1, if you have understood the case 1 very properly yesterday, that new share is equals to remaining profit into old share, other all steps are same. Here additionally new ratio of old partner means relative new ratio is given, so relative new shares are to be used. Otherwise this is same. Now let's move on to page number 204. In that question number 3, third sum we are having. Yeah, I have given in detail that which sum is having which case. Yesterday I have given. So third sum is for case 2. Okay, let's start. Question number 3, third sum. A and B are partners in a firm. They admitted C for 1/6 share as new partner. After admission of C, new P&L ratio of A and B will be 2:3. But here old ratio is not given. So as old ratio is not given, it will be equal. You have to remember this thing, my friends. Whenever in the sum old ratio is always it will be given, and if it is not mentioned, it will be 1:1. So the old ratio is 1:1, share of new partner is 1/6, and relative new share excluding C, relative new share is 2:3. Okay, now we have to find the full new share. Okay, so partners are A and B. Old ratio is 1:1 as not given. So whenever old ratio is not given, it is always same. So old shares will be 1/2 each. Share of new partner C is 1/6, and A is to be relative new ratio 2:3. So relative new shares will be 2/5, 3/5. Only this thing is extra in this case. Otherwise case 1 and 2 are same. Case 1 and case 2 are same. Only a slight change here, new relative new ratio. Why we are not taking it as new ratio? Because share of C is not given. So it should be relative. So how to start the sum? Assume total profit is equals to 1 rupees. Now we will find remaining profit. Remaining profit is equals to total profit minus share of new partner C. 1 minus 1 by 6, so here it will be 1. So now 6 ones are 6, 6 ones are 6, minus, so minus 1 ones are 1. So remaining profit would be 5 upon 6. Next, now we will find new share. New share is equals to remaining profit multiply relative new share. See, you have to understand the difference. This word is also new share, this word is also new share, but the difference is that is relative. Relative means excluding C, excluding a part. New share of A, remaining profit is 5 by 6. Relative new share of A, 2 by 5. Okay, now let's see if cutting is possible, then we will do, otherwise we will, okay, we have to directly, right? 10 by 30. Then new share of B, remaining profit 5 by 6, relative new share 3 by 5. 15 by 30. Don't cut now. Then new share of C. Now remaining profit will not be for C because C is directly 1 by 6. Now to make the denominators equal, we will multiply it with 5. So into 5 by 5. Okay, directly also it was possible. If we cut 5 then all denominators are same. But for all the sums it is not possible. Okay, so I am writing like this. Now see, if the terms are such 10 is to 15 is to 5, still cutting is possible. How will you write now? A is to B is to C. New ratio 10 is to 15 is to 5, and still new ratio we will cut by 5. So if we are dividing all the terms by 5, so 2 is to 3 is to 1. So now you can see, if we delete C, then remaining new ratio will be 2 is to 3. We can check from here. So case 2 is very good case, because if we are deleting C, then it should match with relative new ratio. What I said between, what is the difference between relative new ratio and new ratio? If we are deducting the extra partner, still now extra partner is C, because business was continued by A and B. C is coming newly. So if we are excluding C, if we are cutting C, then what is remaining? 2 is to 3. We can check from here. So this answer is able to check. Okay. Now next, sacrifice is equals to old share minus new share. Sacrifice of A. Old share of A is 1 by 2. New share of A is from here 2 by 6. Why? Because this is new ratio, so new ratio, new share can be from here. 6 2s are 12, 6 2s are 12, then 6 1s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 by 12. Sacrifice of B. B's old share is 1 by 2, B's new share is 3 by 6, 6 2s are 12, 6 1s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 0 by 12 is 0. So we can say that here only A will sacrifice in 2 by 12, or if we cut 1 by 6th share. Here only A will sacrifice, because B is not sacrificing. Now see, we can check also. New partner C is receiving 1 by 6th share, and the same 1 by 6th share is given by A. It is possible to check. So in these types of sum, you can cross check your thing. As I said in the previous chapter, if one will sacrifice, the other should gain. If all are sacrificing, then it's not possible. If all are gaining, then also it's not possible. So one will sacrifice, other will gain, more or less. Otherwise, if by adding these two, we can also get the share of this partner, because as we have seen from the starting of chapter yesterday, if the profit is 30,000, if we divide in equal parts into 15,000. Now if there are three partners, then 30,000 will be divided as 10, 10, 10. Now see, A and B, from 15 to they are getting 10, from 15 they are getting 10, so both are getting 5,000 less. Thus 5 and 5,000 will be received by C. So you can cross check this thing. This thing is very possible and very clear also. Yes. So in this sum new ratio is found, and also sacrifice ratio is not found, but here only A is sacrificing. So our case 2 is over. Now we are going for case 3. So friends, only one sum was there for case 2. Now we are moving for case 3. The third type. Okay. I may like to say that this third type of sum is very easy. Case 3. Okay. When new partner acquires specific share from old partners. When new partner acquires specific share from old partners. Now friends, the sums will be little bit different, not difficult, different. In case 1 and 2, we have seen that only old ratio and share of new partner is given. Now in this sum, when a new partner is acquiring specific share means sacrifice the share from some old partners. Then how to calculate the sum? Then which are the steps? Okay, in that first we will give the information old ratio, comma, sacrifice share will be given, and also share of new partner will be given. First, this step is only for our information. In this sum heading I have not specified what thing will be given. In this sum old ratio, sacrifice share. This is the share which partner gives in favor of other partner will be given, and also share of new partner will be given. Now how to start this? Now at that time directly we will find new share. New share is equals to old share minus sacrifice share, or we can only write sacrifice, then also it's possible. How? See, we are having one formula. What formula we are having? Actually this is the formula. Sacrifice is equals to old minus new share. Now we have just interchanged the terms, because in this sum sacrifice and old share is given, so directly we can find the new share. So this minus new share will come here, and this thing is going there. Only just their terms are exchanged. Okay, their places are exchanged for them. Okay, so this is the next step. So new share is equals to old share minus sacrifice share. After that, make denominators equal. And find out new ratio. Make denominators equal, find out new ratio.
from sacrifice shares given, find out sacrifice ratio. Here
now again formula for sacrifice is not to be used, that sacrifice is equals to old minus new, because already one time we are using the formula new is equals to old minus sacrifice. So after, for finding sacrifice ratio directly we can find from the shares. As you know, from ratio we can find out shares, from share we can find out the ratio. So this case 3 is very easy, because in this we have to directly find new share, make denominators equal, new ratio will come, and from the sacrifice share, sacrifice ratio will also come. Now in exercise question number 3 we will have I think fourth sum. Yes, fourth sum for this. So the fourth sum, question number 3, sum number 4. A and B are partners in a firm, sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 2:1. They admitted C as a new partner for 1/5 share. C will acquire 1/10 share from A, 1/10. It's 1/10. Yes, 1/10. Here printing is not done. Okay, so 1/10 share from B. Okay, now let's start. A is to B, old ratio 2:1, old share 2/3, 1/3. They are admitting C as a new partner for 1/5 share of new partner C 1/5. Now sacrifice shares are given. How can we say that it is sacrifice share? You can read the sum. C will acquire 1/10 share from A and 1/10 from B. So A and B are giving 1/10, 1/10 each to C. So they are their sacrifice. So sacrifice share of A 1/10, sacrifice share of B also 1/10. Now one more thing. First let's check all the things mentioned are given or not. Old ratio will be given, it's there. Share of new partners is also there, and sacrifice shares of both partners are there. And one more thing I have said in the previous sum, if you are making the total of sacrifice, you can get the share of new partner. See, 1/10, 1/10. So if you are doing 1/10 plus 1/10, so 10 is common because denominators are same. So 1 plus 1, 2/10, and if you cut 1/5. See, share of new partner is 1/5, and A and B are giving 1/10, 1/10. So 1/10, 1/10, it will be 2/10, and 2/10 if we cut it is 1/5. So we can recheck it. Okay. Okay. So what we learned in these steps, how to start the sum, always directly start with new share. Here we don't have to assume the profit because new share we can find directly from sacrifice and from old. So new share is equals to old share minus sacrifice share. New share of A. A's old share is 2/3, A's new share is 1/10. 3 10s are 30, 10 2s are 20, 3 1s are 3, 17/30. New share of B. B's old share is 1/3, B's sacrifice is 1/10. 10 3s are 30, 10 1s are 10, 3 1s are 3, 7/30. Then new share of C. Always don't do anything to share of new partner, only equate their denominators because this thing is ready. They don't have this formula old minus sacrifice. Okay, now both are at 30 denominators, so we will multiply by 6 to make 5 as 30. We have to multiply with 6, in denominator if we are doing, then we have to do in numerator. See what I am doing, again I will say. Main thing for making the ratio is their denominators. Both denominators are 30. So multiply 5 with what? So we'll get 36. So 6 will be in numerator and denominator both. So 6 by 30. Now A is to B is to C. New ratio would be 17 is to 7 is to 6. Now this cannot be cut. So this is the final answer of new ratio. New ratio is 17 is to 7 is to 6. First step is new share. Second step is we have made the denominators equal, and last step is for sacrifice shares. Now see, A is to B. Sacrifice shares of A and B is 1 by 9, 1 by 9. As denominators are equal, we can say sacrifice ratio between them is 1 is to 1. Because it is very simple that shares are given, ratio can be found, or ratio is given, shares can be found. It's possible. Okay, so it's 1 is to 1. So this case 3 is comparatively very easy than case 1 and 2. Okay friends, so today we have completed 2 cases, that is case 2 and 3. Tomorrow we are going to see the 4th case. Till then, that's all for today. Thank you so much.